Sporting Wales podcast.
Supported by DragonBet.
Your go-to for Welsh sports news and views.
Right, another podcast for Sporting Wales, sponsored by DragonBet. We are here, welcomed by popular demand, Josh Adams and the infamous Bradley Davies. Finally, we got him. How are you, lads?
Good. Well, it's probably my last podcast ever before I get arrested.
Your first and last, man. I appreciate you jumping on.
Yeah, it'll be a couple of cuts and edited.
A few cuts. Josh, obviously back by popular demand, mate. How are you? You good? How's camp been this week?
Yeah, good. Are you just giving a bit of shit to Chicken, saying I've taken his job now?
Yeah, that wasn't hard, was it?
Yeah, I think people wanted to listen to me rather than him anyway.
He is boring, but come on.
Mate, come on. Mate.
So, nice to be back. Camp, first couple of days been all right. Just getting some rugby under my belt again, really, but it's been all right. It's been good.
Brad, how are you, mate? What's life now? Obviously, I know you retired, sort of, are you? Or
yeah, not playing anymore.
Not playing anymore, but just coaching.
I played a couple of times last year for Bridgend, but I was horrendous, to be fair. But so that was quickly kicked in touch. So retired last summer. Osprey's academy coach alongside. We got a dream team. Me, Paul James, Andrew Bishop, and
Hookie.
Yeah, Hookie's there. Yeah.
Early mornings with the academy.
Yeah, we went early with them, and then I got another job with the AWD, a big Wales' leading plastic recycler. So they're a massive company down in Port Talbot, run by Ivion and Alan Wynne Davis, an ex-players, play for Neath and
nice.
So is it Alan Wynne Jones?
No, Al's on it. No.
Stay away from it.
Only thing he recycles is his notes now because he's got so many of them. But,
that's true. So that's going all right? Enjoying that, or is it just very? It's different, isn't it? I guess.
Well, going from playing for 20 years to day one, go out and try and be a salesman and go and get some skip work and recycling work done. It's been learning fast in the deep end, but what a job! And we're lucky to be in Wales, where I say recycling is massive at the moment. So it's been very busy.
How's your sales pitch? What was your go-to?
I've had a couple. At first, you got to read the room, and it's probably the most nervous thing I've ever done. I love talking. You boys know me. I love talking rubbish and getting up on stage and
the centre of attention.
But this was different. Trying to bluff your way into the industry you didn't have a clue about. But no,
I skipped, man. There's no line-outs in there, mate.
The best one I used to like using was the pretending to be from the Ferret. Remember the Ferret? They used to go around and any dodgy tradesman, they'd say, "Look, we're on the Ferret." So that was my favourite one, pretending to be the guy from the Ferret, because some of the guys, they kind of recognise you and they don't. What are you doing? And you just say, "Look, I'm here from the Ferret." It's you've had some complaints, and then it seems to break the ice pretty quickly. But no, like I say, it's been nearly 2 years coming up. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's a great company, and the way it's going is going to be massive. Probably get to the stage where I might have to make a decision where I keep coaching and this on the side.
Right, okay.
We've got 3 jobs effectively, have you?
Yeah,
academy.
Exactly.
And recycling stuff.
It's flat out then, and it's like I probably when the first batch of the academy boys, so I went from 16 years old straight into a pro contract. Really, our academy. I keep saying this to the boys we coach now. It was brutal. It was great though. We had Justin Bedell and Mikey Rea all day. He was the first original one, but they run an unbelievable academy program. And just look at the boys who came through it. Warby, Pens, Doc, Navidi later on. We had some great boys coming through, and Patch. Boys.
We had Chief was in charge then. That's when I joined.
Yeah. Do you mean it's like the difference in that to what probably is now? It's miles away. And
they're all internationals, isn't it?
Yeah, and to be credited, like say, Justin and us have run an unbelievable academy. I remember like the body weight stuff and your strength and your fitness, the things that
there's some big lads there, though, don't we?
It's like you got kids now say I can't put weight down. You can because you just got to force feed. I remember.
Boys have to do as well.
Man, I remember going to bed having a full omelette, right? Chewing it down like a sport. And then I remember like Rit as a fitness coach going, right, you got to drink this new mammoth milkshake, right? It was like full fat milk. I remember being in bed going, oh my God, I can't sleep. But then, and then we get to the car park, the training in the next morning, and Justin always stand by the way, so wherever you are. And it was great. It was military run, but what results we had. boys are strong.
Big,
big.
yeah.
You know,
That's the thing, big. I think that's the biggest difference, isn't it?
It's massive. It's probably the biggest thing we're lacking now in Wales, size.
100%.
And that's why. It's
100%.
I remember Gilly reskill, hiding 2.5k weights in his pocket. Gilly's
He looks like he swallowed them.
You won't need to go.
He looks like he swallowed those dumbbells, mate.
James Down drinking 4 litres of bottle of water outside, just
Oh
good
my
to put weight
God.
down. But no, things have changed, but no, it's all good, all good.
How's coaching at Bridgend, obviously with Baldwin? The new
Yeah.
Super Rugby?
Nipper.
Yeah, Nippers.
As well. How's that new?
Jaws.
How's the new league? Though? Explain to us.
Good, it's good.
a bit
So
like
the way it's changed this year, you had to go and apply for like kind of a license to get in there. They trying to control it, which is a great idea. It's when I did a little bit last year with Tom Smith as coach then at the time, and it was just like it's such a gulf between what people are paying, what people weren't paying. So it's still probably
Was that the old Prem?
yeah. So it's Merthyr paying very big money and other teams, Ebervale and Guess all that, and to be fair, they were the best teams in the league, and it was hard to catch up because how do you track players? You either give them
More
the
money.
route, more money, or the route into professional rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the time, Bridgend didn't really have much ties with the Ospreys. We did, but it wasn't really a path that you go
Pathway,
down.
yeah.
We're clear, like, aye.
So now it's changed. Whereas like now we've seen it. We've had boys come like second row from Cardiff Met come here, train with us in the summer. Train with the Ospreys. So is it they actually we can set tile players now come and play for Bridgend.
So you can see it working.
Yeah, and
Right.
it is a route into professional rugby. And they have our tight did Matholwg, keeping his name wrong.
Yeah.
He's signed with the Ospreys, so he started with us last year, had a good season, kind of pushed him because I'm involved in the Ospreys. Look, this guy's good, he's got some potential, big man, can scrum. They had a look at him, liked him in the squad, so it is working. And will it work in the long term? Who knows, but at least we're doing something about it, and we need to get that here underneath regional rugby, because all the good youngsters now are playing regional rugby, so you gotta
With
put
the
a
budgets
product-
and squad size,
yeah,
you tend to see boys come in a bit earlier than what they might have a few years
and
back. you know what I mean?
so we play Cardiff on the weekend, and Mackenzie Martin played.
Yeah.
And fair play to him. He's been in the Welsh squad. Probably had a bit of not much game that he wanted. He's come down and played against us. So
that's good. Yeah, that's what you want
Good
to
for
see.
coaches as well. I guess like yourself, Baldwin, some good young coaches in that league, is it? I guess.
Yeah, it's great, and
'Cause that's what we need more of. Is
Oh, mate,
us
and
boys
it's like,
coming through, isn't it?
especially coaching. I've always wanted to be a coach. I love coaching. I did a little bit with Bear there when I was a kid growing up. And on the side of rugby, I always liked that. The biggest thing I thought I was better than everyone knows. Like I used to slag all the Welsh coach if I know more than you. And what it has done is give me a good grounding really, because
Shone a light on actually.
it has.
Yeah.
To be a coach is hard. It is hard because, especially like myself, I want to win everything. I want to be the best and this blah blah. I want to win trophies. I don't want to coach just for coach's sake. And you just got to try and get your chance. And Bridgend has taught me that some boys, academy boys for example, want to play for the region.
Yeah.
So you tell them to run through a brick wall, they'll do it.
They'll do it, yeah.
But Bridgend boys different. Like especially last season, some boys were working 10-hour shifts on digging roads. Like, I mean,
Very different,
So they rock
isn't it?
up,
They're plastering on
yeah,
Monday.
they rock up.
Shoulders, yeah.
They rock on if down above it and tell them to go and throw extra or jump extra like that, and they look at me stupid. Like, you're right, Brad, you. So yeah, it's taught me lessons that I probably never would have got really. So.
Who are the coaches you looked up to? Obviously, with your playing career, you've been at Wasps, when you obviously at Cardiff for a number of years. You followed Dye a lot, didn't you? Is that probably a guy you got on well with,
look, I
didn't
get
you?
on with you. With Dye's doing some stuff with Bridgend with us. I asked him to come up a scrum because, I'm right from second row backwards when you tell her I did what to do.
That's very different, yeah.
So he's been great with me there. Yeah, Dye was massive. Early in my career, I still think, like I mentioned, Justin and Clive and Chris Jones and people in the academy. Chief was massive in my career, just growing up. Danny Wilson.
Yeah.
Danny Wilson's one of my first ever academy coaches.
He's doing well now at Queen's, isn't he?
What a coach, what a bloke. And I still keep in touch. I text him, send him some clips over just to
Have a look at it.
bounce some ideas
He
off
gives
him.
you a lot of time,
Yeah,
doesn't he,
he
Danny?
does,
He's
mate.
very
And-
good, yeah.
He's been great. Macca's is always good. We didn't get on, and I guess what I liked about Macca's was if you weren't picked, he'd phone you up and tell you why.
He respects you. He was
respect
respectful,
that.
wasn't he?
No bullshit.
No,
like, yeah.
and I probably didn't speak to him sometimes as you should. Like, it was like
happens all day,
kicking the nuts.
yeah.
You take it as you do, but no. Again, I still keep in touch with Macca's, send some stuff. I still love to keep in touch with the boys. Like Gats has been good to me. And then Ospreys. Then I had Tandy. It was great. Tandy was more the funny things with Tandy was like, you know, he wanted more from me as a lead, as a player. Come to the end of your career, you kind of like, what's this guy on to? But he was great. He was good for me, and I'm glad he's gone and done really well with Scotland and the Lions and stuff. So.
I worked with Andy when the Lions in 21, and he was top man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's great bloke.
Neath boy, is he?
Yeah. You know, shocking drinker, like he did like a pint, but
there's a few of them about, wasn't there, back then?
Yeah, so look, I've got a mix, I think, and I like Sean. Sean's the best coach I've ever worked with. Sean
He's
Edwards.
my best coach, I think, as well.
Hands down, you know. And I was reading someone did was it LS did the thing the other day about the ratings and stuff.
I've had in the morning.
What's the worst one you've had? Because second row used to get hammered.
The best I've had was okay. Big count is okay.
Okay.
Look at Halloween's next to you. Unbelievable player, the world class. Like, oh my God, I played 80 minutes. I went off early. Okay. He did one. Did your brother play for you? Did your brother play this game?
Twin, mate.
Yeah.
He had some good ones, didn't he, Sean?
He was a great bloke. And again, he challenged you in the way you thought about the game, and things I think is he's very simple when he's message. Get flying, kill someone, legal violence, work after your teammate. You know, that's pretty simple, isn't it?
He was a guy. If he didn't have a go at you, or wasn't constant on to you, knew then. He obviously knew he cared or didn't care.
It was
if he
like,
didn't.
if he was into you and on your back, you were like, I actually see something better, didn't he? And he was the best coach we've ever worked with. He's the only bloke could pull a chair, coach I've seen, into the middle of the team room when it's his turn to meet. Pulls out this scrumpled piece of paper.
He wrote 10 minutes before.
We're playing the All Blacks Saturday. A scrumpled piece of paper. Best team in the world. He's like, yeah, boys. So we got off a line, 45 and counter-attack. Happy days.
He used to hammer the back.
He used to work, didn't he?
He used to hammer you boys up.
He hammered the back three.
Because I remember go down for dinner and he'd be there a bit early and he'd be hammering some boys. I'm like, oh my God, you know, working hard off the ball, pens, he's big on the back for yourself and George and stuff.
We got hammered, didn't we, for years in that period. But like, he always thought back three was the hardest to defend, didn't he? In terms of the way he wanted to defend.
And if you mess up, it's a try.
He's quite a visionary, because, you know, like Maldy, have the winger inside and covering and you know, stuff that we probably didn't think about, you know, and
the detail without really I think realising it at the time.
And the big thing is, like, when you go play for your regions, then just see the work that obviously you boys do, kick chasing, and if you don't quite get there with somebody, you're like, why are you doing it? Because you expected up there.
He sees the picture of like well ahead, doesn't he? So if winger doesn't chase kick, then he knows his front five have got to run further. Then they've got less energy to do tackling.
It's the one where Foxy uses his shin to kick the ball away. You sprint the feet. You had the blame back. Like, hang a minute. You know, Foxy's losing.
I had to defend half the field against 5 England boys. Yeah, tidy.
I was an England.
Foxy uses.
What did you used to say to him when you used to like take the mickey out of that long and on?
Long and on, literally.
It was a short kick, TV. But no,
too bad. I think they would have driven more just back anyway. But yeah, still. Good times. Another, obviously, you, Brad, being playing in the Premiership, like all three of us, actually, obviously, Josh at Worcester. Just try and give the viewers a difference of how tough that league was, especially, I think, when you were there, and obviously 3 years I was there, there's relegation. It was different level. What was Wasps like, mate, as general, like characters in the club?
I loved it. I spent 2 years. I was meant to do a bit more, but I came back. But what a club. It was my first season.
What year seasons you were there? Like 16, 17?
No, 15 World Cup. Yeah, so...
You went after 15 World Cup,
yeah, so 14 and 15. Yeah. Bumps in the head.
That World Cup was weird, though, wasn't it? It was just felt like a home game. Yeah.
So I signed...
they were in the World Cup?
No, I signed just for... So it was the Problem Possibles game, Wales.
Oh, we played
Liberty.
Liberty.
That's when I ripped my hamstring off a ball.
That's before you went to Africa, was it?
Yeah, that's right there. So I'd signed, and you know, I'd been injured with my shoulder. I think I come back, I signed with Dye, and I was, Gatzers, picked me. I think I was in the Possibles. I was was meant to be coached by Chief. And
I think you were just beefing up the pack, mate, because the Probables was a full whack and Possibles had no win in it, really.
And we did those speed tests, didn't we? And people still think I'm lying this day, right? So it was 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, or Tuesday morning, 7 o'clock.
Early hours.
Right? Start, right? In your pants, in the barn, right? So, genuine. So it's
genuine.
They were doing it as well.
They love that. I don't know who was filming it. Right? There's some freaky guy who was filming this, right? So
it was a mad Dutchman,
right? So you sprinted on the barn, right? So I'm in my pants now, sprinting. So I take off. And by the way, like Melon and Bomb, and I didn't used to wear a baggy t-shirt because they weren't happy in top off. Right. So I'm running. So I take off. One step, I feel a massive pop in my leg, like like pop. I was like, so I try. I run weird anyway. The boys laughing. So I'm like, all the boys watching. I'm running, and it goes again, and 3 times. So what I've done, I ripped my hamstring off a bone, which I didn't know. So I'm running, and I can't slow down, and I just keep running, and like I obviously carcass there. Slow down. I was like, I could, but so I lucky I missed the tour because it was talk that they're going to play me 6 to man mark William Albert. So. I'm glad I missed out that one. And but I said I turned up to Wasps injured then.
You've been injured after the tour, not marking it, mate.
I went off the car, like Di was there with the owner, and he goes, what a waste of money you were. He goes, I hope you come with money back guarantee. But that's my first introduction. But what a club, mate. We had some unbelievable players. Man.
Yeah. You had some serious characters, didn't you? Wadey, Pascal, a lot, didn't you?
Charles Piatow, Elliot Daly, Alex Zavowski, Andy Good.
Yeah.
Haskell was there, yeah. Nathan Hughes,
yeah.
George Smith came.
Of course he did that.
We did, me and Joe Lawson in the second row.
Should have won the league.
Gaskell, a great player. Yeah. We had unbelievable. The 2 years I was there, we got to the semis twice. We got the Heineken twice, semis.
You played Leinster one of them, didn't you?
Oh, we battered it. My first.
I remember Willie Roos goes to score and he
it was the year after me. So my first season, we played in the group stages. We had Leinster away, beat them by 20 points. We put 60 points in our home. Leinster.
That's mad, isn't it? Like,
you think about it. Like, we beat Toulon at home by 40 points. Yeah. I mean, it was
mental.
We had an unbelievable team, and it's a shame. Like, hopefully they come back. I heard his talk to them to re-enter, which would be great. Because what a club, mate! What a club! Unbelievable club.
It's a good league, isn't it? That you obviously had a good time at Worcester, Josh.
Yeah. It's a class league.
Just trying to explain to people how different it is to Welsh league, isn't it? Really, I think URC is getting is getting better, isn't it?
It's been good this year. It has been really good this year. I think URC.
Yeah, but so is the Prem though as well, isn't it? Really. So it'd be interesting to see if they do merge together, with that British and Irish league.
Yeah, that'd be good. Like the SAF teams have obviously added loads to the league. To be fair, it keeps the Irish boys on their toes a bit. And if you notice now that the Irish team probably don't rest as much boys as they used to. They could get away with it, but it's. The difference is that, like you spoke about before, the relegation part of it, the crowd. You had the London derbies. We moved to.
You were in the Rico,
Rico, we moved to Rico just after Christmas or December time. Mate, the first 3 games we had like 30,000 here, 29. It was mental crowds. It was a great
casino
club
on the side.
Yeah, nasty casino on it. Friday night, but
any good stories from there?
No.
That's possible.
No, never been else.
The guy that looked just like you walking in there every team run, was it?
We had some good soldiers in there, to be fair.
I can imagine, yeah.
Who was the social organiser there? Haskell, probably.
Haskell's up there, yeah.
He would have been.
I've heard a few good ones.
The
one on the boat was pretty good, wasn't it?
Lucky enough, I missed that one. I had my Welsh medical that day to come back home, so saved my marriage, probably that one. No, it's good. We had some. And one time, one of the boys went out and Di told him not to go out, and one of the boys broke his leg. So
wow, that's a big fight.
It was a couple of fights. Yeah.
Right, come on. See, with the autumn squad being announced this week, Josh, you've obviously been training, but obviously not named in it. Brad, what is your honest opinion of this squad, or I guess the assessment the last 18 months or so? Because I'd love to hear your opinion on that.
It's been tough to watch at times, but not because the boys are not. It's just where we're at. I just think I just such a kind of person that I hate the fat. I hate the fat. Yeah. That we just keep looking at other teams and why can't we? It's a big part of my culture. Why can't we be visionaries? Why can't we be?
Yeah.
Why can't people look at what Bridgend doing and going, oh my God, see Bridgend's line out, see Bridgend's contact area. Are we always looking at searching abroad for the answers and, we have to do this, we have to...
We never used to, did we?
No, and a big thing I always say is our kick and chase and our tens and yourself and Sanjay boys, we probably changed the game in the world rugby. And why was it? Because we used to have boys stood there with a big beetle shell on in the training, and you hammer the skill. And
Benny's still doing that.
Yeah, and it's no coincidence that Wales were the best kick and chase team about. And Gats was very clever. We got tall backs who can jump, stick in the air. And
we had physicality.
Exactly.
We were a big old team, weren't we?
Yeah,
it's and probably with the training, it's like the Poland camps, the cryo. Wales are definitely
gone away from that a little bit, haven't they?
First camps doing it. Sometimes we do weights and.
Like double weights, and then cryo, and then running.
Do you think just change the environment sometimes, isn't it? And the schedules. I feel like the schedule's probably the same now, is it?
I think my first year I joined, it was you'd finished doing the Poland stuff the year before, so I never went to Poland, but you'd already, what's it called, Spala?
Yeah.
Spala
and Gdansk.
Yeah.
Over there.
We train on, we do runways
before the Six Nations.
Sounds like a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, we do runways on the beach, the frozen beach. It's like...
Next to the Baltic Sea,
I saw. Look, I watched in the summer. I thought we were very unlucky. These boys are playing Test match rugby now more than they would have in the past. A lot of injuries, big injuries. I think we do well. I think the first game's massive against Fiji. We beat Fiji. I promise you. The confidence goes up through the roof. What it's like in camp.
Yeah.
You get more than a 1 rating off Wales Online in the paper. And then you snowball and no. It's not be scared to say that we should beat Australia on our day in the way they play at the moment. It's going to be tough, don't be wrong, but at home, we beat. In the past, we've always done well against Australia. Probably lost by 1 point loads of times, and stuff. So, and then you play in South Africa last game. I got a bit of a man crush on the Saffers. I love everything about them. How they train, how they play. But long season, last game at home.
Yeah.
Could you catch a goal? And we historically we done well against them at home. It's not been much in there, is it?
No.
Take away the World warm-up game that we had this summer.
They're always a team we seem to always front up against, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our best record against the Southern Hemisphere team is South Africa, weirdly.
Yeah.
But Josh, obviously you've been in Camp Street. What are the boosts of Beardy, Jack Morgan, Chicken? I was going to say Thomas. What have they been like?
I think they'll add massively. I think probably missed some experience throughout the summer campaign, and even though it was really good for some other boys to have some test exposure, and some of them done terrifically well, but I just know that these lads are talking a lot more now. There's more voices about the place, and you can see there's a bit more accountability, a bit more edge in training, because these boys are holding boys accountable. And I think someone like Beardy will miss the summer as well. So that them two in a row, they're big players for us in the pack. Them two, Jackie Moggs on fire when he on the weekend.
Yeah.
He's a different beast. He's a different beast, Jackie Moggs. To be fair, I think that's somewhere where in Wales we're really blessed is in the back row. We always have been. We've always had such good players in the back row. And then Tommy absolutely carving up in the Prem at the minute, isn't he? For Gloucester.
He's the best anaerobic games player in the world, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
Untouchable,
in the World Cup camps, the last one. I went one game. He's 5 minutes. He's just got to try, turn a burn,
go.
I was like behind him, let's go.
No point left.
No point trying to catch him.
I think them boys. I think them boys will certainly add to the environment for this campaign.
I'm going to ask you a question. Gas has picked quite a few Gloucester players.
Yeah.
Do you think he's looking maybe to play a little bit like that, or is it just a coincidence in terms of the way they're playing? Those boys are playing well.
Yeah,
because obviously 9 and 10, you're looking at the two generals, the way you want to play.
I don't think we can be at that loose, or not loose. That's probably
trying to find a balance, isn't it? I guess.
The balance, but it can't be that sort of.
Jenks will be happy with it.
Jenks will be fuming.
Gloucester go from everywhere, don't they? Literally go from everywhere. So I don't think we could play just like Gloucester, but the expansive side of it, if you're having the two halfbacks who tend to play like our week in, week out, that could be a benefit, certainly. Yeah. And to you know that Freddie Thomas, he's been really impressive first 2 days.
I was going to ask what new boys have impressed you.
He's really athletic.
Blair Murray, what's he been like?
Blair looks really sharp as well. I was actually surprised how quick he was.
Yeah.
Probably got to see him really open up or take people on.
It's quite small though, isn't he?
I know he scored that good try for the Scarlets, but to see him, we do MCon games still now and team stuff, and he looks sharp. I think he'll benefit massively for being up here for a couple of weeks.
You don't want to play a guy against Fiji, or do you?
Nah,
that's the thing.
You kick in our corner, drive, so you touch on you 2 seconds back now, and we have what was it, a decent maul and stuff. It's just it's ground and pound them, but that's the way you beat them. It's if it opens up, but. It's
a fine line, isn't it? With ball in play, like they probably want to push, but then in theory, you want a lot of lineouts. You want a lot of structural set piece against them, don't you? Because they don't want that, do they?
No.
But
we said last time we were on here, it don't matter how well you're playing as a team. Fiji could be unplayable for 10 minutes, couldn't they? You just can't stop them.
No, it's just the athletes they got.
You could have your best defensive performance in the world, but they'd score. You just can't stop them.
Have you seen their team, mate?
Yeah,
it's.
They've got some serious weapons, haven't they, in terms of on the team. Brad, anyone you looking forward to watching play, or you think who would do well in a Wales jersey? Because obviously it's very different, isn't it, going from regional to international? Some get better and some aren't quite up to it.
It's probably a big thing I look back when I played is like you play not better, you do for Wales, you do for your region, which is weird, don't you think?
Yeah.
But I see the 2 seconds back. I'm forwards coach myself, so I enjoy that side of it. Davies been carving up the field with us. He's an unbelievable player. I still think he played number 8, mate. If you had to, like
he carries like an 8.
Yeah, like that Dion Farouk with the Safas did in the World Cup. Having that hybrid guy who can play both. Jackie Morgan's been carving up. I still think we missed out. I think Morgan Morris should have been near that squad. I don't know where. Even like some like. I'm being biased, but Harry Davies, some power athletes, some boys who just got a bit of game about them. If I was going to any kind of scrap, I'd have Harry Davies in my back pocket, mate. Just a pocket rocket. Someone like him, just bring some energy, some raw. He probably for him he didn't really get the chances to play for the region as much as he would like. So.
They've spoke about him though.
They've got tips on Jackie Morgan.
Yeah, exactly.
They have spoke about him, so I think he's in there like
I remember his first. When he first come across the road, right? He lives local. He's Pontyclean boy, right? So it's a big enemy of my growing up in Atlantis, right? But he was this. They got this kid down here. He's great, and you look at him and you think he maybe too small. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe his first training session, he was like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
he's flipping me like a pancake. I remember trying to rag, and he just flipped me over my back. I'm like, oh my god, this guy must be super strong.
He's from Pontyclean, mate. What do you expect?
He just got this game about him, which he's just got to kill. He just loves that.
Yeah. There's no one else in the squad. I will say, there's no one with that same mentality that he has. In training, mate. You see him with his little yellow scrum hat, and he's the only bloke in training. You try and hit as hard as you can because he doesn't. He's over a ball even in like game of. Team run. Yeah. You got to whack it. You got to hit him so hard to go.
He broke his hand, but he's looking wrecked. Ralph, he won't go out, right? But again, someone like him, he will come good, mate. He has to. It's like one of these guys, like you said, just bring him on, even for 20 minutes, just go out and cause carnage. Like,
just where the Gats sees him, and maybe another coach who, if he comes in, could see him.
I think Gats. I think he is a very player Gats would like. He's a bit like Jackie, but the problem with Jack, I think, when it was probably last season I was there. Jack was a bit more gym strong, as in Jack's numbers are gym phenomenal. His power cleans, his bench, he's big, so he's all in. And I think with Davies, he probably didn't buy into it the first part of his career, like because he saw, he
naturally,
And now he's different. He's big neck on him, he's strong, he's got wrestler shape, and he has, but his game's going for the roof, and he'll come good, mate. He's. Like
I think last year he got a lot of opportunities because Jack was injured, and I think then he had a taste of like, right, I'm actually probably good enough here.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is just sometimes literally having a little bit of a run of games, and then a belief of like, I'm actually good enough. I can do this.
Yeah. So that's my through the forwards. That kind of thing. I know is Osprey's bias, but the second row I'm interested in to see what kind of dynamic. Ben Carter has been playing well for the Dragons. Big numbers, second row. I think we miss, and when you look at second rows,
yourself, 140 kilos,
140 kilos,
60 kilo bar.
And I think we've gone away from that. And if you look at all the world rugby teams, like you either have a lump, so you got Will
scrum. You got to have scrum and line up.
South Africa are probably the accept it because they got 5 of them. Do you mean?
Yeah.
You either have a really big guy and a really athletic guy together, or you have 2 big guys and an athletic back row. And we're probably trying to find that mix, and we're lucky because Will and Beattie are both 6'8"ers, they're tall men, athletes, great line of forwards. Where I think we miss.
We miss Dav. Do you think we miss Dav? I think something like that.
Like,
he's still a young boy.
Who's our Will Skelton? Who's our? I know many of them in the world. Who's the French boys? Who's the?
They got loads of
Who's our guy? We can play a bit different. Yeah, do you mean like game line carrying, like that kind of guy? And I don't know. Is any out there? It's probably. Go back to my first point with the academy, the lack of size. Maybe I don't know. It's
Fender. I think Fender could be one of them.
Yeah. Sorry, boys.
James Fender, Ospreys. He was probably going to be going in the summer tour last year. Got injured, shoulder.
He's a monster.
He's a young lad, but he is huge. He's a big man. Okay. But and he will whack. He whacks and carries
it's
out.
Like that kind of done. Because we had. Also, they call him Teddy now. Who's another fantastic. Loves a backdoor offload. I love all that. It's just like, have we got any brute strength?
We need someone strong. 30 reps a game.
The biggest thing I always talk about, make the important things, the only thing, so a scrum, your contact area, the arriving. My only job I ever did in my career was hit rack sides. I love it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong.
Free shot and balls, isn't it?
Exactly. Good chance to hit people hard. It was like.
The game is all on scrum and line now, isn't it, Brad? Like, the game has pretty much gone full circle now, isn't it?
Well,
in terms of, you've got no scrum, you've got nothing.
Have a look at the SAFA teams, New Zealand teams, hitting contact areas, mate. There's no.
Attack and breakdown.
Yeah, it's not like. Island do it attack the tackler, just kill it, like killing people.
Just scat the ball.
Just hit people. I think it's gone away from our game a bit, and I think now we're realising that we have to bring it back. And a lot of the stuff we do with the Ospreys Academy boys, just see a pitcher hit, like just all bets off, one bullet, one chance, and that part, which I hope we see now, especially against Fiji. Just like, can you get?
We say our saying in Cardiff, effective while it's standing. So someone's trying in. Don't wait for it to go to the floor before you make a decision. Affect it when it's on his feet and just belt it.
And it builds into your game. Like, nothing better. Like, usually when you go on the field, it's like, oh, right, how do you get in the game? Is a forward, back's point different. Forwards, like, right, either tackle someone or I carry. Contact is the best way to get yourself in the game. See a picture, demolish someone, you get a great shot to a nasty bit, the rib, a hip, something that people don't get hit on the like. I used to love it to clean out good jacklers. I wonder if I can get into the head a bit. Though Tips was game, to be fair.
Pocock was.
I remember we played Pocock. You hit them as hard as you could, mate, and he'd be laughing at you and stuff. So
Malcolm Marks was another. I remember the summer tour we ended up winning. He came into the change room. He was bigger than 90% of our team. We couldn't believe how big he was. Change room, the ceiling was like that, and all these guys came in. They're all head down, and we're all like walking around. Like, we look like
good game, boys.
Somehow we won, didn't we? But
again,
they're so big, aren't they?
Lucky to spend a day with the Bulls when they came over. So I reached out to Jake White. I spoke to a couple times for my career and said, "Look, mate, I can watch you train." And it was an eye opener, mate. Just how big and athletic they are, yes, but just the intent of training. And
is that the difference, do you think?
Yeah, man, it's like we used to go over 40 minutes, mate. We're like, Gareth, have a word with you. We trained too long,
yeah.
But they trained for an hour and a half. It was
and smash as well.
And it wasn't clean off contact. It was just very well coached, good drills. I think fair play. Like it
was intent behind what they were doing.
And it's just very clever what they did and stuff. And yes, coach, no coach, very polite people. Like I mean.
I think they got different mindset, though, haven't they?
We got 2 taffers in Cardiff. We got Johan Mulder, scrum half, and Tinas de Beer. Saying yes, coach, no coach.
Yeah.
When they actually speak about jockey, they'll say coach jockey, or in a meeting they'll be like yes, coach, or something. There, that's how they speak to jockey or any of the coaches. It's very polite. It's very polite.
So, Coach Brad.
Well, I'm probably the worst ever guy to coach. I was abusive. I thought I knew everything.
Yeah, you are funny though as a player.
Like I was probably the worst guy to coach.
And you were howling abuse at us wingers if we dropped a high ball.
Oh yeah, use your foot. That was my big one.
Any chance you turning up? You got 2 left hands. Get some of that sticky spray on your bloody hands.
We played Ireland once and Foxy passed the touchdown to the.
That was one of the boys.
Is that when you should have got sent off? Yeah.
Hey, keep that tight. No, so like you said, it's a mindset thing, which it's probably 80% of my coaching is about that collision and enjoying that moment. And it's okay to be smoked, or not. Just if you're intent to hit something and you don't get away with it, then fair enough. You get smoked. Can we change that? Like,
we'll go back to chat about the Fiji game after. I just want to go a bit about the regions. Like, just your thoughts on how the first block's gone, Josh. Obviously, you haven't played first block, but Cardiff finished quite well. That was a hell of a comeback, wasn't it, on the weekend? 19-0 down, absolutely nowhere first half.
3 from 3. 3 from 3, I wish.
3 out of 5, 3 out of 6, is it?
3 out of 6. It's good, yeah. I think we're fairly pleased. What are we, like 8th on the log?
You're up there. You're top.
But there's like 16 points I think we're on, and then third is like 18 points or something. They didn't much, so
it was a much needed win.
It was because we got like 4 weeks of no game, so it was nice to come off a back of a win going into the next block of games, knowing that you've won your last game. Because half time, well, I'm sure we're all thinking, this could be 30 points here. Do you know?
Yeah, it was tough to commentate. I was with Stephen Ferris, and he was obviously down, loving life.
I was like,
I was in the Sky Lounge of Lou, so
you were about 10 pints deep.
I was facing the wrong way halfway through the game, but
what was Jockey? What was Jockey like after? I guess bit of pressure, I think, before that game, wasn't it? It seemed like it.
I didn't see what obviously I went in the change rooms half time, so I didn't know what was said. But I think after the game, he was just really pleased that could have been a game where we could have just rolled over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And put up a fight for 10 minutes. They gained a bit of momentum, and then we sort of let it get away from us. But the best thing is when we got on top in that second half, we stayed on top.
Yeah.
I don't think we really give them a sniff second half to really get the momentum swing back. And that was probably the most pleasing thing. We were probably ruthless in how we just kept Ulster pinned down in their half, how we kept squeezing them, and ultimately, I know you could say, they had their chance second half to maybe get another score ahead, but I think we deserved what we got just on the basis of we were relentless in keeping them under pressure, and we didn't let that momentum swing back to their favour. And to be fair, we scored some really nice tries on Maul. Maul worked really well. You'd have been happy with that.
I thought the scrum. The scrum was dominant. I've never seen a Cardiff scrum go forward so much.
Good.
The point I would say is, last 2 years, how would you go after Cardiff? You go after Cardiff set piece. You make them do things. After I played the Ospreys, we played Blues. Same message, boys. They talk, it's getting to maybe a soft underbelly. You'd say, right, scrum more, kill them to death there, and then you score
a couple of tries off about it.
I think the new coach, Cornel, is it?
Cornel Van Zyl, yeah.
Fantastic. The first couple of games, a lot of innovative line-outs. Off the top, down to the pop, he's done a lot of that, but your Moore's good, and your scrum. Bubba, Scott Andrews, scrum coach, he's obviously done a really good job there.
Yes, aye.
And that's the one-year game in the end.
Did I? Yeah.
The squeeze of the set piece, the maul in the corner there to get out wide.
Dav scored off our maul, didn't he? Yeah. He broke out and scored.
But Ewan Stevens is nice. I think he's a tidy little player, isn't he?
That was a lovely finish.
He's small,
fair
but
play. That was a crack. I tell you what, Ewan is his lateral movement, right? How he moves sideways is just as fast as he's moving forwards. I think his stature helps because he's short and stock. He can move side to side just as fast as he's going forward.
He must be a mental dancer.
He must be.
Strictly come dancing, he'd be good at that.
He's a Geordie as well.
Nice.
Well, when we signed him, obviously.
His dad's a legend, mate.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, absolutely. And he's living in Buryport down in Llanelli, but he grew up in the north of England all his life.
Who the hell sent him on here, man?
Wow, he's a long way from home, isn't he?
Got a terrible age.
We go to Ospreys, Brad. They needed that win, didn't they?
They did.
At the Brewery Fields.
I thought they'd been the first game. They should have beaten the Dragons. They would let us slip. They had a great win against Stormers. Then Munster, Ulster ways, all two tough teams, isn't it? And then the Bulls rocked up and blitzed us for 35 minutes, 40 minutes, and then
it's been the starts, isn't it? Rubbish starts.
It's probably not. We're probably the opposite. I think Bridget's been great, playing a brewery, kind of get the crowd on top of you. And
I'm going to ask you about that. Obviously they picked Swansea, haven't they? Do you not think Bridget would that be something that the town can really buy into? Something like that.
Easy to get to.
Easier, definitely get to.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a Friday night game.
You have to walk
you jump off in Abraham and swim across. I think
it might be hard work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, obviously I'm biased because I'm coaching Bridget. I think it's perfect location. Bit of money spent on doing the ground up. Like I said, it's.
How does that benefit you with the Ravens then playing there?
Well, just obviously I guess financially, they'd be better. Like but even just a good feeling on the town. And
Do you reckon it'll bring more people to watch you because they play player?
Yeah.
It's a bit close to Cardiff, isn't it? That's the
Yeah,
only problem.
You can walk from a train station, mate. Like walk down
Yeah,
there.
true.
It's like it might help the town centre regrow for a bit. You know,
Straight
it's
to Eden.
yeah. I wasn't outside. Yeah, so I've had a couple of sketchy nights in Bridgend. It was a place you could drink £10 all you can drink on a Friday. That was the one years ago. But no, and look, it's who made the decision is obviously the right one, but I think you're missing out on a great location, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a bit of money spent there, but it is
Well,
what it is.
The pitch looked alright actually, as
Yeah.
well. So whatever grounds, one fair play to him.
Oh, Lewis, the ground's on
Is
fire.
it? Yeah, he was on fire.
He has been using a stripper, but he's got better now, to be fair. He gives me havoc, mate, because...
What, you mauling on here?
Oh, yeah, if
Scrum
so
in.
the officers are playing in
I'm just
six...
scrum pit or something.
No,
On the mat.
I'm in the middle of the field, right?
Yeah.
If we got a game in 6 weeks, easy. Like our team manager Ed, right? You can't train. He puts cones out. You can't train on there. It was like, go, get back home, mate. You do a couple of hours there. So he has been hammering me. So lucky we moved now, but we train in a school up in Tondy. So
Is that 4G or got?
yeah, 4G that is. So he's happy now. So we can't ruin his pitch,
maintain that,
but
yeah.
he gave me some stuff last
we,
year.
we spoke about it earlier, Brad, but Morgan Morris, mate, like, what more does he have to do? What does he have to do to try and get in that Wales squad? Do you think he's miles off, or is he just showing the Gats is not
I think
looking at?
with Morgan, he just sometimes he doesn't look a Gats player kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he's phenomenal. He's strong in the gym as well. But I just think maybe he's off maybe the way we play Osprey. I don't know. Is it the same as the off the ball work? Maybe that goes again. I don't know. But score tries, great jackler, powerful bloke.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I say what people don't understand. He's really powerful in the gym.
Mate, his meters post contact, he's the best in the league.
Yeah.
He's up there, you know. Like,
And he's someone like, yeah, but tips a bit, didn't he? Like when Warby's on the scene, he was like, oh, come on, tips should be playing. And his opinion at the end of the day,
he had 60 caps off the bench, Tips.
yeah, do you know what I mean? So he might have bide his time. And
he's
like I
Wales'
said,
best player, I reckon.
Yeah, he's
Well,
up there.
he has
He's
to
in
bide his
top
time.
three.
And it's quite a competitive area. And it depends what Gats sees his back row as. Is it you going to Athletic 6, Jackie Morgan 7 with a big...
Lumper.
Yeah, do you mean? Well,
Yeah,
it depends
Tame
what kind
Plumtree
of-
probably, yeah.
You know, if you've got Will and Beattie in a row, you can get away with having 3 lumpers in the back row or non-jumpers. You know, I was opposite. We had 2 lumpers in the second row, so we needed 3 jumpers in the back row. We were good backlifters, to be fair, but... no, I say it must be a make-up thing of the back row and who's playing well, and his team Plumtree's going well for Scarlett.
Yeah, he's going right, yeah. I was going to say...
forward.
Yeah, that's it there.
Maybe
He's-
that's
he's
where they
down
see
the
that
forward.
role.
Chris,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Is he second? I chuck him in a row to have a look at me, to be honest with you. Because like Wainwright, you know, he's been carving it for Wales, but he seemed to be like our main line-out option for and you want your best ball carried out in midfield, and he seemed like you look at him going, yeah, he wins you the line-out ball, but we're missing out on his carries, post-meter carries and stuff like that. So it depends on what they make up their back row, I guess. But hey, he can't be far off. Surely he's there.
He's just got to keep knocking on the door, hasn't he?
All I can say, every time we've played the Ospreys, he's been one bloke. As a team, we've like previewed, like their game sort of moves forward with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
First
so
phase,
we need
third
to,
phase, he's pretty
So,
good.
you know, if a team's doing that about you, that's giving him some raps. He's an important player for the Ospreys, and he's a good player.
Fantastic player.
Yeah.
Fair play.
He's played. I wonder. I'd like to see the stats. How many he's played in a row games? Because
It was last year was the first time he was injured. He hurt his calf around just before Christmas. He missed a few games.
durable, isn't he? Like, do you mean?
But he's been player of the year the last 5 years.
Mid-20s?
Yeah, he won't be.
He's mid-20s.
Yeah, he won't be clean.
Scarlets, Josh, talk about them. They're on fire a little bit at the moment. I think they're
3 in a row?
looking last 3 in a row.
That's good.
They're looking good. They got some seriously good centre combinations. That Eddie James, I really like. Max Page, he's out of a player.
Good. He's sharp, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's sharp.
Got some gas.
And
Peely's got him in charge. hasn't he?
Also, they've got Joe Roberts come back from injury. I know Joe had surgery last season at some point, which he knew was going to be a lengthy layoff. But before that, he started the game in the Six Nations, remember? Like, do you know what I mean? So he's thereabouts. He's an excellent player. Hopefully he can find that form again.
Johnny Williams there.
Johnny Williams is still there. Yeah, he's at 12. So they got Max Page, Eddie, Joe Roberts, and Johnny. So that's a pretty strong centre.
Yeah.
You know, options there they've got. So they beat Dusty Arms Park. Who do they do? Bulls. That's a big win for them. Mike.
They were
Bulls.
good. They were good
Bulls.
that night.
Yeah.
to back beating us up away, which they deserve, to be fair, and then to go and do the Bulls at home, who traditionally we sort of struggle with them South African teams coming over, tight game, forward orientated, struggle to control their power. They done really, really well. Scored some great tries as well. And then Zebra, I think we all expected them to beat Zebra at home, didn't we? Especially off the back of them too. So they're doing really well. I think they'll be really confident rolling into the next block.
Yeah, they're going all right. Dragons, quite tough to talk about, really. They're not getting any results, are they, really? At home, they had 3 home games in a row, and they were probably the only team that could lose them, isn't it? What do you think?
I find it hard with Dragons, because they got a lot of good men in now, and like, at start of the season, they say the right things. It just seems to be the same thing every year. We start okay. Beating Osprey up at home should have been their catalyst to right. We've got 4 home games or 3 home games, what it was. Let's get this the place. It's never like Rodney Parade. Tough game to ground up. It seems like teams are going in now and winning like quite not easily, but I don't. And like I said, there's so many good people at the Dragons that I'm friendly with. And I think, what is the missing front 5? Is it what?
I tell you what I have noticed about the Dragons this year is they got more bite about them. It looks like they got more sting in their collision in their defence, and they look like their contacts are a lot better.
That'd be tier 2.
He's obviously had a great impact in that aspect, and it does look like they
got the right personnel, I think.
So.
Yeah, but it's just not going to change overnight, is it? So it's going to be at least a season for that to bed in. Ryan Chambers is there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Who we know.
Just like how I don't. They look like an expansive team. They play a bit of rugby and think, okay, but then the hardest Dragons United play was the being nose and the contact, getting up, firing, just that stuff which done your head in. You knew you had to overscrap the crowd abusing you. You knock a ball on. Oh my god! Do you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I just think they have got, like you said, they have some good coaches in now, especially. And like Lids would be great for them. Just the off the work stuff, the tackle clubs. It was like the bane of my life for 20 years. Lids, just go do some tackling.
He's horrible tackling,
just chopping my knees down. Like I mean, I think he'll install that bit of stealing.
Do you play that game against Oz with Nathan Sharp?
Yeah, told stop it.
You told Lids to stop tackling?
Lids chopped him. He's like, mate, my last game, I want to be able to walk. He's
I think, but again, it's like, what is the difference there? What I think is, when I've been involved in teams which are losing, Ospreys, wherever, Cardiff, we've always had something to go back to, like a good scrum, get you penalty. Like Ospreys won a lot of games, just have a decent scrum.
Maul.
Good maul. Grind out a 1 point win. You know what I mean? Like,
a 12-10.
What are they hanging their hat on?
The Dragons got that? I don't think so. Have they got a scrum that can compete? Personally, I don't think they have yet. They maybe got some youngsters come through. Is it more great? Is it line-up winning great? Can they compete? Can you be an aerial defence team, as in go off the line-up ball, play a bit of contact?
They're bottom on most stats, carries, penalties, errors. So it's just tough to even get your game going, isn't it? But right, we'll go back towards obviously the autumn campaign coming up. Obviously, Fiji first game, massive game, isn't it, for Wales? Tickets still available. Obviously, 2 Sunday games.
Your job for the ticket line, though.
Yeah, well, I got to plug the Welsh Rugby Union. Tickets available. Yeah, £10 for anyone.
In the Parkgate Hotel, though.
Sparkling.
Oh god, I try and do something nice. I always get abused. That's fine. But lads, what's your favourite memory of the autumn, Brad? You've obviously had a few over the years.
All mine. And you tell out your career when you Google yourself.
Do you?
If you Google yourself,
are you the one that fills in your own Wikipedia page?
No. I think it's my own man. I got 3 clips on YouTube. Is Jerome Kane not drilling me, right? Because Alan Wynne should have passed the ball earlier, right? I was in the autumn.
Yeah.
Andrew absolutely cleaning me out after 30 seconds.
Yeah, you need to watch that, by the way.
And me doing a spear tackle against Dorica Ryan. My career's horrendous, George.
66 caps. He's got those 3 clips.
Yeah, well, I tell my boy, he obviously loves rugby. Look, I just set the tries up, right?
Seen a video boy on Instagram. He's fast.
He's on fire, to be fair.
He's fast,
I was a bit worried that Shane Williams is the postman in Bear there, because my boy's got a mental side. Yeah,
is Laura fast then? Your partner, your wife, or no?
She's fast, yeah.
Faster than you.
She's faster down the stairs and up the stairs. No, it's look. Yeah, I say the biggest memory I got. Well, it's not much of a memory. Every time I see Jenks, I laugh. Is because Jenks all week, right? He's like, right, New Zealand first kick off. Oh, they kick just be a shadow runner, right? So my job of a kick off was run, turn my back. Once Carter kick, be that block and roll. Next thing you know, I'm running, looking, then all the T Jenks into me, turn it back. Next thing you know, bang, sleep, Brad. I have a kip there, but and I was. He killed me, to be fair to him. Knocked me off from behind, double lead to the back here just to finish me off.
Who's this?
Andrew Hall.
Andrew Hall. We played New Zealand, 2012 this was, wasn't it?
First 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
But Jarvie got ACL done that game.
Yeah. Well, we had, I think it was we lost 36-14.
I remember wake up.
In the stadium, yeah.
13-man line, actually.
Yeah. I remember wake up, general, next day, my full rugby kit. Like my straps on everything. And I was like...
Funny enough, that was one of the questions, Brad. From Sam Cross.
Oh, Cross.
He goes, what was it like to be laid out in front of 85,000 people?
Yeah, that.
Like AJ against the Obama.
Oh, but I got rattled if it. And like you know, a wise man once said, everyone's got a button, but you get from behind, you can't know what's coming.
I'm glad he didn't get sent off, actually, because it would have been embarrassing.
From behind him. I'm trying to picture this now.
So they've kicked, right? And I run so he blocked his line, so we had a free jackal. So when we catch, free rack, we can go. So if I turn my back, he's like, I bumped him, I've given him some stuff there. Like, I probably didn't deserve to be killed.
But
I don't think he meant to hit you that.
No, I think his head's gone. And he phoned me the next day, to be fair. He's a good guy. He's friendly with Paul Tito, and he was like, oh, you're a good guy, and I'm sorry. Like, it's what it is. You live and die with a sword. But I was like, he's just thought, right. What? He's just like, he's even jumped
4 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
As he's like, so guys caught the ball. Yeah. And, when you go in there to oversee, Brad's sort of coming around, but Brad Horn is coming into obviously ruck, but as he's done that, he's just smacking an arm in it.
I'm looking at the ruck. I'm like, these ruck sets. And then I'm in.
Has he got a hard punch or got a glass jaw? Which one?
He's got a metal hand about it.
He's got a metal plate in his arm.
And then the other clip is the one that Keane, Jerome Keener's birthday is the worst day of my life because everyone keeps sending that video online of him killing me. Like, so Jerome Keener's birthday, right? I always put in the calendar because I have the clip sent to me 50 times. Again, Alan Wynne is the ball in his hand. If he passes to me, I'm through a gap, right? So he decides, no, I'm going to pull him on my left hand, go round the counter. But this time I'm like, pass me the ball. Kano spotted me from the stand, dropped his fag, run out, and absolutely it's the best, cleanest tackle I've ever received. Didn't hurt.
No.
It was so good.
Clean,
I was like, oh my God, he's killed me. I get up, but I same arm, same leg, get back.
You always know when it's big, when everyone in the crowd is just like, ooh.
Like he said, it didn't hurt him because it was clean.
Yeah.
It's a clip of 2 autumns ago. I caught the ball against Australia, and then number 8 has a 40-meter run up and smashes me, and I slide about 4 or 5 meters. But I generally didn't feel it because he's hit me so flush. I'm just going for the air. Like.
Literally, no.
Oh, you hit my boots off. Like it's so hard there, but I was like. All you think about is knock the ball off, and I know, Jenks a bit, I'm like, absolutely back.
So, action!
Kick it.
Well, it's going to be a tough game, isn't it, lads? Fiji. Obviously, on Dragon Bet odds here, you can Wales to beat Fiji is 4-7. Wales to beat Australia is even money, and Wales to beat South Africa 9-2. So, obviously, you can see the favourites against Fiji. They don't have a clue who's going to win against Australia, and then obviously South Africa looking like one of them. Obviously, looking at the Fijian squad, mate. They've got full whack, haven't they? They're playing Scotland this weekend, which I think is actually a bit of a it's going to be tough, isn't it? They're going to have a game.
Got more boys to come back as well.
They got Tuasova, Nasalevu, Radraja, Vainikolo. They've got Caleb Muntz, who got injured just before the World Cup.
So they came back.
They're all going to be coming back, but they got a game before playing Wales.
So, it's like out of the window, so they can only have Fijian boys. And
well, they went pretty well, to be fair, didn't they?
Playing this test, and then these top 14 boys, Premiership boys, can come in then for
how much?
Wales
and a Sunday. That's a weird one, isn't it?
Longer turnaround for them. So, do you think how much of a disadvantage? Well, how much of an advantage is that for Fiji to have that game going into Wales, who haven't played? And we don't really play that well first game during the autumn.
On a Sunday, Sunday's always a hard game to play. I always found Sundays. You got the Sunday lunch on your mind, don't you?
Roast dinner.
Don't know about that. I got Fiji
you
Sunday.
You look at the line out, the roast potato comes in. But I just, it's going to be. I think we'll win, and I think it'll give us that pump up we need. Pump the boys' tires a bit, and then we go from there. Because Australia, we should be beating Australia at home. I don't care what team they got out though. They got a long tour. They got midweek games as well, and it's quite a.
They'll be in Rebs on Tuesday night, won't they?
Exactly, mate. Chuck a free.
Every team comes to Cardiff.
Chuck a free Creative Fosters in the hotel, man. It'll be alright.
I do find though, Australia, when they come to Wales, they play their best game of the year a lot of the time. Remember a couple of years ago when we were winning 40 points, they came back and we lost. We were about 4 yellow cards, didn't we, in the last 10 minutes?
I think we were 21 points up.
You remember when the roof was open?
Yeah.
It was 2 meters open in the roof, and it pissed down with rain.
In the middle, yeah.
I remember Jadzi going up for a high ball, and it was just like a bar of soap when it completely took him by surprise. So the middle of the field was just wet, and it landed square in the middle there, dropped the ball, and they ended up scoring, and they ended up having one of the best comebacks ever, didn't they?
21 points, they pulled it back, yeah. They did.
Yeah, so hopefully they don't do that. But like you said, we
hopefully
should.
The roof works.
I think with that squad we got, the roof should close, hopefully. But I'd leave it open if I was playing Fiji, but...
yeah, but then they played England in Twickenham, was it, before the World Cup, and it was hammering down, and they played well there, didn't they?
But it's going to be tough, isn't it? And not the squad sort of picks itself, doesn't it? The team, I think. Who would you be? Who would be your front? Who would be your Pat, Brad?
I would say I go Nicky or Gar Tomlin has been pretty well, but I love Nicky Smith. I think he's a great player.
Scrumming well, isn't he?
Really good scrummager. He got this like really weird sidestep shuffle thing he does, but you can't tackle him.
Everyone scrums in and says he's just awkward.
He's just don't get me wrong. He probably couldn't spell his own name if you try, but I go obviously Dewi. The problem is, I think Dewi's still gonna keep working on his thrown in and stuff, make that less of a problem. You know, it's like tight dead end. I don't really know which direction they're going to go there.
Bit of a problem position, that, isn't it?
Are they going to spend? The boy Archie played in the summer, didn't he? They're going to
I think he'll probably
spend some time.
He played well in the summer.
Yeah, he's got some big numbers.
He's got money in the bank, isn't he? I think.
But I'd be tempted to put a scrummage in tight there just to make it, Tommy Bothas, and I know everyone's cup of tea, but your scrum's going to go forward with him and gain some. The second row, I think Beattie and Will go there, and then back row is. Jack has to start, doesn't he? Does he go team Basham at 6? Is Wayne not fit now? Yeah. Is Wayne not going to be 8?
You got Plumtree 6 as well, maybe.
Actually, Team Plumtree was it, not Team Basham.
Basham in it, is he?
No.
His brother, yeah. Yeah, the Kiwi boy, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
He didn't pick Basham, did he?
No.
He's on fire.
No,
okay. That long dog at 6 and we're lined forward.
And then Wayne, hopefully, if he's fit.
Yeah.
I won't ask you, Josh.
He is fit because he played against Connacht, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't ask you back line just because obviously you've been training, but we get it when the team comes out earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're finishing off now. We got some questions from the fans. We've already asked that one. There's a few for you, Brad.
And a
couple for you, Josh. First one, Brad. What happened when you didn't catch your brother jumping down from the attic?
Who said that? My brother.
Gotta be sources.
So when we was kids, I had an older brother, Ashley, and my younger brother, Miles, right? And Miles was the kind of run to the litter. We did some nasty things to him, right? And one of them was, I couldn't bother to go up the attic, so he's up the attic now again, some stuff. I think we're looking for presents.
Yeah, it would.
That time of year, I think. My mum was signing him up the attic, so I said, jump down and catch you, right? He goes, will you catch you? Of course I'll catch you. Right? He jumps, I moved away, and he just did a diving knee through the wall on his plasterboard, so a massive hole now. So he's panicking. My mum comes home, she's going to kill us, right? So he gets expanding foam and he does it himself. He was shocking. Yeah, so he double kneed the wall. He took the wall out.
Was he all right though?
Oh, he's fine. The wall was worse.
I go on.
Go on, you go.
If you can expand on it. I remember you briefly saying in camp something about you were on tour with Japan with Wales and you and Lou were in a row.
Yeah.
And he was like, and I think Macca's was head coach, and he was like, we're going to beat them up physically. And Lew's first carry, and he's like, yeah, fucking strong as fuck, Macca's.
Yeah, Lew was mental bloke, man. And they say we're probably the best mates. Like we do a lot of after dinner speaking together, only because it's normally just me and him arguing each other. Because that trip, I remember the first line of the game. We had a line out, right, which it started at the back to the front, and if you didn't want the ball, you put your hands in hips, right. So it started at the back, you know. I think Kingy played, put his hands up. Lou would look and put his hands up. And I kept coming to me at the front. And I had about 8 guys next to me. I was like, hey, boys, I can't be the only option open. And then I was looking back. Lou was just like, didn't we look at them? We just look at the guy next to him. But Lou thought that was throwing me the ball, but it obviously wasn't. But yeah, he's mad. The whole game plan to Japan was it's out, you know, it's
physical.
Fully, But no, I remember the first guy, Leo got spat out, and he's on the floor, he's at his back going, they're bad, they're really strong. bad, they're really, really strong.
This is Lou Reed we're talking about.
Yeah, Lou Reed, he's a mental bloke, to fair.
I don't know how you could have played. I just been weak all game, just laughing. I just wouldn't have been able to have any.
So Lou still got the record. Do you know the trifecta, your heart rate and your thing, it gives you a score of 5. Is it? What's the worst you can have? 5?
Yeah, highest, I think.
Yeah, right. So I remember, I'm sure Chambers was telling me that Lou was like 199 beats per minute for like 5 hours. And they reckon because he used to break the line of calls his arm, then he looked down there and he's so sketchy.
He'd have to be really close as well.
You can't see.
So he was just fully stressed.
He got the record now, and when his first caps he played, and he got 500 tickets for all his family up the Ronda. They all come down. I remember he played and he forgot to give them the tickets.
What?
So he left him in his bag, so all his family had to watch the game in the Prince of Wales.
Gonna sleeve with 500 tickets.
But he's a
fucking boy.
That would have cost him a fortune. All right, Brad, mate, I appreciate you being on the pod. We have to finish with one. Whether this will make the cut, I'm not sure. Going to ask you who'd snog, marry, or avoid in Gats, Muckers, or Toby Booth, or Die Young, actually.
Die
Young, Warren Gatlin, and Robin McBride. Snog, marry, avoid.
It's a nasty night out there.
I answered this last time, right? So you can't answer.
Right, to put some context there. Snog, marry, or avoid?
Yeah.
Who am I not necking out there?
You can just say you're going to marry, mate, because Josh bottled it and then he said he'd marry Gats.
I answered the question. You asked me the question. Avoid. I'd avoid Muckers just because he doesn't sleep at night. He gets up really early and he's on his laptop late. So
avoid him.
Yeah, so he wake me up at night. I'd marry Gats because he's a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, that's the easy credit there.
What's the other one? You're going to
snog.
I'd neck and die.
You probably already necked him on that.
Yeah, he's a good coach, can't we? Yeah.
Good coach. Oh, fair play. Thank you very much, guys, for joining Sport in Wales podcast, sponsored by Dragon Bet. Hope you enjoyed, and see you all next time.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to Sport in Wales podcast. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on all socials for all things Sport in Wales.
Sport in Wales podcast.
Supported by Dragon Bet.
Your go-to for Welsh sports news and views.